What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my video. So Derek Carr is officially on the trading block, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about where I want him to go and basically what's next for Derek Carr. Now Derek Carr is definitely a very odd quarterback. He has shown some flashes of being great, but he also has shown some flashes of being just straight garbage. He's just so he's inconsistent, I guess you would say. There's again, as I said, there's sometimes where he looks really good or sometimes he looks really bad. I can't really cuss early on the video because of YouTube's new policies, but that's besides the point. If I was Derek Carr, the best teams I believe that I would want to join, or if I was looking at this from a business standpoint, the best teams I believe Derek Carr could join, in my opinion, are the New York Jets. And if Lamar Jackson goes, maybe the Baltimore Ravens. But I don't know. I feel like Lamar Jackson is such an odd one too, is because I feel like Lamar could legitimately stay, but at the same time, I could see him going somewhere else. But if I'm Derek Carr, I will try to go to the Jets as much as possible because I believe the Jets are just a quarterback away from being a legitimate playoff team. Their defense is really solid. They have solid young wide receiver. Garrett Wilson is such a beast. Sauce Gardner on the defense, as I said, is really, really good. And Derek Carr would just bring a whole new element to the offense. And with the solid run game as well, I feel like it would definitely lay off a little bit of Derek Carr's shoulders. But this might be a hot take here. This is like a sleeper take that I wanted to make, and I'm going to make in this video. I believe that also Derek Carr could go to a team like the Tennessee Titans. I could definitely see him going to the Tennessee Titans. If the Tennessee Titans get rid of Ryan Tannehill, I can see Derek Carr coming to Tennessee. And who knows, maybe even DeAndre Hopkins will get traded to Tennessee, and it'll be like D-Hop and Derek Carr with Derrick Henry. That would be pretty nasty. I won't lie. That would be pretty nasty with like a solid defense. I know their defense isn't the best, but at least it's solid. Like, it's okay. So that would be also pretty nasty as well. But other than like those two teams, I legitimately don't know where Derek Carr will go. Other than that, I just really don't see anything. Like, I'm trying to think right now of what teams Derek Carr would go to other than that. And I just don't think, I just can't think of any. So it's going to be interesting to see where Derek Carr goes and stuff like that. It's sad that, he has to leave the Raiders like this, but you know what I mean? The Raiders are just a different organization, man. They're just a different beast. A lot of controversies over the years. The John Gruden firing, the Henry Ruggs situation, and also the safety situation. I forgot his name, but there was like a safety that kind of like flexed a gun on his Instagram story and he got basically released from the team. And there's just been a lot of controversies and shit about the Las Vegas Raiders. And I expected the Las Vegas Raiders to be really good this year, but they finished on a disappointing, I think 6-10, which is kind of lackluster, really, or 6-11, my bad. Right? 6-11, I think that's what they finished, something like that. But it's really disappointing because after picking up one of the best receivers in the league in Davante Adams, I really did think that the Raiders were going to elevate. I know their defense isn't the best and their defense is pretty garbage, but I mean, when you have Davante Adams on your team, great things can happen. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers. When he had Davante Adams, the team went like 10 and whatever, 13-3, whatever the Packers went these past couple years. The Packers are just so much better. As you guys can see now, the Packers are not even in the playoffs because of Davante Adams, I believe. If Aaron Rodgers had Davante Adams, they would definitely be in the playoffs right now, in my opinion. But Derek Carr leaving, it just kind of begs the question, like, where he's going to go and what's going to be next for the Raiders as well. I really do think that the Raiders could, spend the big bucks and get Lamar. That would be really, really interesting. Lamar Jackson, Davante Adams, Josh Jacobs. That would be a disgusting team. That would be a disgusting team. But at the same time, I can see them drafting a quarterback as well in this year's draft and stick with like Jared Stidham, I guess, for this past year, and the backup quarterback being the rookie and learning kind of what it is like in the NFL and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's just a lot of question marks with the Raiders this season, and I'm just curious to see where Derek Carr goes, to be honest. He could go to many, many different teams. Again, the two teams I believe that will be best for him are maybe like the Tennessee Titans or the New York Jets. But New York Jets are the number one, to be honest. Like, the number one team I would try to go to if I'm Derek Carr. But at the same time, he could maybe go to like the Colts. But supposedly the Colts don't want him because I saw like a little report on Twitter. So I guess it's not going to be the Colts. But it's going to be interesting to see where Derek Carr goes. And I'm interested. Like, I'm generally interested to see where he goes because I know a lot of Raiders fans appreciate Derek Carr and everything he's done. And he's been there for a very long time. 9 years, matter of fact. 9 years in the Raiders organization or something like that. It's like 7 to 9 years. I'm pretty sure, right? He got drafted 2013. It's 2022. Yeah, 9 years. He's been there for like 9 years. And to see him go definitely is heartbreaking to some Raiders fans. But at the same time, it's kind of a move that needed to be made. Derek Carr just really wasn't flourishing well with the Josh McDaniel offense, and I guess the Raiders are sticking with Josh McDaniels over Derek Carr, and that's the organization's move right there. But I'm curious to see where Derek Carr goes, as I said, and it's definitely going to be a very interesting offseason. I'm curious to see where a lot of players will go, but Derek Carr is definitely somebody that I didn't expect to be on the trading block so soon. You know, I really did think that he was going to finish his career out with the Raiders, but seeing this happen and plan out, very unfortunate for him, but it's going to be very interesting, and I'm very curious to see where he goes. So, with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments where you think Derek Carr is going. As I said, the Jets or the Titans for me. If I was to bet on it, I'll pick those two teams. Anyways, it's been Daniel. As I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.